I used to think buying foundation online was impossible. How am I supposed to find my shade when I can't even get it right in store? Then I discovered Il Maquillage. I took their AI-powered quiz to find my custom match, and wow, this foundation is literally my skin in a bottle. The undertone and coverage are spot on. It's so neutral and weightless, I can't even tell I'm wearing makeup. Plus, with Try Before You Buy, you can try your full size at home for 14 days. Take the Power Match quiz now at ilmaquillage.com/quiz. ILMAKIAGE.com/quiz.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states.
It took a lifetime to find the person you want to marry. Finding the perfect engagement ring is a lot easier. At BlueNile.com, you can find or design the ring you've always dreamed of with help from Blue Nile's jewelry experts who are on hand 24/7 to answer questions, and the ease and convenience of shopping online. For a limited time, get $50 off your purchase of $500 or more with code LISTEN at BlueNile.com. That's $50 off with code LISTEN at BlueNile.com.
Hey, Andrea, how are you?
Hey, Niall, what's up?
Hey,
this is a new
listener.
intro.
It's the Niall or Nine podcast, but it's the Niall or Nine podcast on Patreon. So, you know, we're a bit more chill here.
Niall or
these
Nine
days.
after dark. Welcome in, guys.
Welcome to the Nightmare Zone.
Not the vibe I was going for, but I'm into it.
Okay.
Hey, everyone.
How was your Halloween?
Oh, my Halloween was lovely. I've been living in my apartment for a decade, and we actually got my first trick-or-treaters this year, like in 10 years. We had 4 children come, I think a devil, an angel, and 2 superheroes who I wasn't familiar with, and it was so exciting. And they got essentially all the sweets because they came quite late. I was like, yeah. I just kept giving them sweets, and they were like, really? I was like, yeah, it's Halloween.
Take them.
Take the sweets. You know, I get some sweets for myself, but they got the jellies because I don't eat jellies. So that was
very good.
Yeah,
I panic bought a load of, mostly lollipops and deals, and then they ended up not being there. I ended up being over with my partner's sister and their kid who was trick-or-treating for the first time, which was, first of all, ruined by locals who were setting off fireworks on the green while the kids were trick-or-treating, causing all the kids to run inside and the youngest ones to cry, including, oh my God, it was insane. In Dublin 8 and Dublin 12, where we were, it was just like everywhere you looked, there was fireworks going off. It was crazy. I've never experienced, I've been here for a few years now, and that was the worst it's ever been. It was just nonstop. And poor old Nisha, his little 11-month-old ears, we got the ear defenders on him, but he was out a little bit, and it was so loud. He was so upset. We showed him the fireworks on the first time we saw them go off, and he started crying a few nights before. So it was that. And then got back home a bit later than usual, and I was like, I'm after buying all these sweets, and we've had no visitors because nobody's been here. So 2 kids called at 8 o'clock, 7:30, something like that. 8 o'clock probably. So yeah, no, I still have a lot of Chupa Chup lollipops next door. Yeah. I mean, there are worse things to have.
My dad lives in Ballymun, and he was sending videos from, lives in front of a green sort of thing.
Yeah.
Insane. Absolutely mad. And I grew up in Ballymun, so I sort of remember Halloween being super intense in terms of fireworks, and when I was living in Finglas as well when I was young.
Yeah.
But it's quite quiet around me here. I can hear fireworks in the distance, but I kind of forgot what being in an area where there's loads of fireworks is like. And I was like, oh my God, mad videos, insane, amazing, cool to look at. But I was also they have a small dog. I was thinking of
poor old cats hated it this year.
I know, yeah.
I feel so sorry. I forget it every year because when I had a dog, just barked or didn't care. But the cats, one of the cats, the black cat, is particularly scared and hid under the couch. And then the other one was like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. But anyway, the horror has continued since then as Trump was elected, and you stayed up all night.
I did, yeah.
I sat with that.
So it was my I knew, well, I thought it wouldn't be called because 2020 it took for the official call because of recounts and everything. It took a couple of days. Like we sort of knew on the night, but it took a couple of days. So I stayed up with Harry, kind of switching through different streams, CNN, obviously, The Wall, and I was just so like still diamond hands about Pennsylvania. Even at like 6 a.m. they stopped counting in Pennsylvania at whatever time. It was like 10 p.m. their time or whatever it was. So we were like, zoomed in on the map and like looking at all these like different suburbs and looking at how they went last time. We were like, no, there's still hope. There's still hope. She just needs to get like 74% of the remaining votes in these suburbs. Okay, how did they vote last time? I was like, oh, okay, she could still do it. So I went to bed at 6:30, kind of knowing that like Michigan was still coming in, like the kind of the blue wall stuff was still coming in, holding out for Arizona as well, I think. And went to bed and I was like, no, it's still possible. It's still possible. It's going to be, the comeback kid. And then I woke up and it was not to be. And so I'd like slept really poorly yesterday and I still kind of had work to do and stuff. So I just had a very chill day working on the couch, trying my hardest not to feel sad. But I will say this to the listeners. I deleted my Twitter, or I left Twitter about probably nearly a year ago now, like really, really properly left it, deleted, like my Twitter account still exists, but it redirects to my Blue Sky account, deleted all my tweets and unfollowed everybody. So it's now just there to redirect people to Blue Sky. And I will say that my mental health and well-being has improved since doing that. And I know not everybody can leave Twitter. I know you can't, Niall, because of business stuff. But if you are in a position to not have a Twitter account, I think A, it is good for you, but also B, it is good to leave that site because of what it is now, especially with the Trump presidency and
it's only going to get worse, isn't it?
Involvement. Yeah. So that's just my little PSA. I was a Twitter addict. I was fully addicted to Twitter. I would spend hours and hours and hours a day on it. And there's light at the end of the tunnel. There are come over to Blue Sky, it's or wherever else you want to go.
Have you looked at Threads at all?
No, fuck Threads, man.
I'm just wondering, have you looked at it?
No. I did sign up to it whenever everyone was sort of mass signing up to it, and I was scrolling through it, and I was like, this is just like everyone I've muted on Twitter is here. And I was like, I don't need this. I don't need another one. I don't need another meta.
It's got its own algorithm thing, like that's kind of serving you stuff that you probably don't want to see.
I think it's more
like
B2B as well. I think it's very like business to business kind of
more
stuff.
butt to butt, yeah.
Butt to butt.
Do you know what's wild about Twitter stuff? I kind of didn't realize till recently that people were like making money on it. Because I think it was mostly an American phenomenon first, like getting paid for tweets. Like, I didn't really know that was happening.
Yeah.
So
that came in with Musk. He brought in that if you sign up to whatever it is, a verified account, you can monetize your tweets. So that has meant that obviously algorithmically more polarizing stuff gets pushed into more people's feeds and gets more engagement. And the more engagement you get on your tweets, the more you can monetize it. So that's why we can see, since like that's one of the main reasons why we can see after Musk bought Twitter and turned it into X, the kind of political polarization has become even more intense over there, and people are making money out of making people angry and making people upset. So on both sides of the political spectrum as well,
just something I hadn't realized was happening to that degree until I started seeing it way more, and I was like, whoa, this is obviously scary and not good.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to shout at people. I just want to talk to them in a nice,
I know.
pleasant fashion, as in, you know, like
Yeah.
you would in real life. Is that so hard?
I know.
Apparently so.
Apparently it is. Yeah.
But
So-
anyway, speaking of real life and nice things and things that make you feel good and aren't shouting at you. Sometimes they are shouting at you, but in a good way, because music shouting is a good shout.
Sure.
So it's the best of the month. It's the best of October. We are going to be talking about music and albums and songs we loved in the last month. And Andrea, you're going to kick it off with a song that I was going to pick, and then you picked, and I was like, great. I'm really glad you picked it.
It's always such a rush on the Thursday morning, adding to the playlist, the N9 Podcast 2024 playlist. Yeah, I'm going to kick it off with a song from Sharon Van Etten, and it's called Afterlife.
Will you see me coming home when I'm feeling all alone? Do you want to be at home? Will I ask myself to be someone else? Will you see me in the afterlife? Will you tell me what you think it's like? Come and tell me it'll be alright. Will I see you in the afterlife? Someone inside me saved me, made me see the light. Someone had to make it feel alright. All these expectations turn me inside out, and now I find I wanna see you in the afterlife. Want you to tell me what you think it's like.
So that's Sharon Van Etten. Song is called Afterlife. Yeah, really nice. What's going on here?
What is going on here? Because I have a question. What does that chorus sound like? What song
I
does that chorus
know.
sound like? It's
What is
driving me
it?
crazy.
It's
I
wrecking
don't
me.
know.
Yeah, I'm the same. And that
It's
No,
Viva,
it's not.
Viva La
No.
Vida. It is. It's Viva La Vida.
no, you just ruined it now. Okay. All right, bye everybody. We're gonna go. We'll see you later.
It is. It's Viva La Vida. Yeah. Sorry, everyone.
No. Not taking that one.
Nonetheless, a lovely song from Sharon Van Etten. This is from an upcoming album, which is coming out on the 7th of February, 2025, which is next year. So, you know, that's where we are in time. It's
way.
at the time of the year now where albums are coming out in 2025. And I'm like, that's the future. That's like flying cars and things.
It is. So
you
it's
also
Sharon
chose this
Van
song.
Etten and the Attachment Theory. So it's her and
Yes.
a band. But I mean, it's listed just as Sharon Van Etten on Spotify, for example. So
Applebee's has a brand new Big Easy menu. It features all your Bourbon Street favorites in one new menu. Plus a new Bourbon Street chicken and andouille sausage penne starting at just $11.99.
Limited time. Price, participation, and selection may vary.
Did you know 1 in 2 women wear the wrong foundation? Matching foundation is hard, but Il Maquillage makes it easy. Take the Power Match quiz to find a perfect match in seconds, customized to your unique skin tone, undertone, and coverage needs. With 600,000 5-star reviews, Woke Up Like This is our best-selling foundation for a reason. Available in 50 shades of weightless natural coverage. And with Try Before You Buy, you can try your full size at home for 14 days. Just pay shipping. Take the quiz at ilmaquillage.com/quiz. That's ILMAKIAGE.com/quiz.
So is it really?
So
It's
she
like-
said about this album, I'm not sure about this song in particular, but about the album, that in the writing process, she wanted to start to actually like kind of jam with musicians, which is something she's never really done before. She's always kind of written the songs herself and then brought them to the band or whatever. So maybe it's a recognition that the band were part of the creative process or whatever. But obviously Spotify doesn't care.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's just I thought it was set up like it was if a completely new project or once-off project, like Sharon Van Etten and the Attachment Theory.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe it's the album is called that. Maybe is that what it is?
Maybe I don't know. It's very unclear to me.
I think the album is called that, but it says artist name, album name. Anyway, Semantics, but a lovely song.
Lovely song.
No doubt. Well, she's not announced for here yet, but there are shows in London, Glasgow, Manchester, Paris, Antwerp, Amsterdam, Berlin, Paris. Did I say Paris? Yes, I did. Copenhagen, Stockholm, and Oslo in February and March next year. So yeah, really lovely song. And that electronic kind of synthy bit in it reminds me very much of something that I can't place either, and that's wrecking my head too. But anyway,
the very, very, very opening bars sound like they're going to go into Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. You can
it's
imagine
an older song. I'm trying to think of. I must figure it out.
Yeah.
Sounds
like a lot of things, but that's not a bad thing.
Okay, my opening gambit on this month's podcast is from Morgana from Saint Sister, but Morgana as a solo artist. The song is called I'll Cry When I'm Dead. There's a lot of quiet euphoria running through some of our choices on this month's podcast. That was a word I used with Afterlife, Sharon Van Etten, and also this song from Morgana, I'll Cry When I'm Dead. Of course, Morgana McIntyre. The long-awaited solo single from her and from the Saint Sister singer. I don't know if they're gone forever. I feel like they might be as time goes on. It was intended maybe more as a hiatus at first, but now it feels like sort of like a departure, new beginnings, whatever you want to call them. I know that Gemma didn't want to tour is part of the reason why they're not doing Saint Sister as much anymore. And then, you gotta move on. So Morgana's doing her own stuff. Yeah.
And this is lovely from Morgana. It's really, really,
really nice.
Great. I like the sound a lot.
Yeah. I mean, when I saw her play last year at Ireland Music Week, there was a bit of an Italo disco kind of reference, and there was a bit of a electronic synthesized pop is a lot of what's in there, but the kind of tagline for the project so far is prepared to party, ready to cry. So it's very much in your feels, in the club kind of buzz. And I really like this. Morgana's playing a debut solo show at Button Factory in Dublin on December 20th. Also playing at Other Voices as well in Dingle. And Keno for Quiet Lights Festival in Cork on Sunday, November 27th. And anyone in London, November 13th at the Lexington next week. I'm looking forward to seeing. I mean, she's playing the church of The Voices. That's how, considered she is for her first song out. She's already playing the church. I know she had a track with Sorka Richardson earlier this year, but this is her first official solo single. Ardal O'Hanlon features in the video as well, if you haven't seen that.
Oh, I haven't seen the video.
It's very nice and
lovely.
She's a natural almost performer for the kind of video stuff as well. So yeah, I like Morgana a lot. I will be down with the Voices DJing in case anyone's there as usual on the Friday night. But yeah, I don't know if I'll get to see Morgana or not. But that's my first song choice. So we've got a couple of albums to talk about now. Irish artists, Let's start with your choice.
Yeah, we've got 3 Irish in a row here. Yeah, my first choice is one of my favorite singer, songwriter, guitarists of all time. I absolutely love him. Definitely contender for Andrea's Weird Little Guys, I think. It's Fionn Regan and his album Oh Avalanche. And we'll take a listen to the title track, Oh Avalanche, which features the writer Anna Friel.
Someone to walk with me into the light and darkness too. Oh avalanche, oh avalanche. You lost control. Got back up. Summer goes across your eyes. I need someone to help me stand. I keep on falling on the ground. Oh avalanche, oh avalanche. I need someone to walk with me into the light of darkness too. Oh avalanche, oh avalanche. There, I need someone to walk with me.
Sorry, I keep pressing the lyrics there. So Avalanche from Fionn Regan. So I suppose with the album, this is his first in a long time, is it?
First in a long time. So Fionn is like someone who is like a mainstay of my 20s. His album from 2006, I think, The End of History, which I'm sure most people will be very familiar with, was just like, I've carried it with me ever since I first heard it. I really, really love that album. And this was written according to The Clash here. Sorry, I'm just going to quote somebody else. First album in 5 years. Much of the album's material was inspired by the landscape of Mallorca, and you can feel the island's energy throughout the album's music and lyrics. I think that's very true. It's really beautiful. It's still the stuff that I love about Fionn, which is that like his lyrics are extremely poetic and extremely evocative and beautiful, while also having a lot of like specificity. And I think on this album, he kind of marries that with something very, very shimmering in terms of the sound. It's not as, just him and an acoustic guitar as he would have been in the past. It's very like there's production work happening on it, and there's strings and kind of very beautiful things happening, but it's still very much him. Like I'm so pleased with this album. I was looking forward to it all year, like since it was first kind of announced. So another track from it I have chosen to highlight is Into the Light of the Sun. Although should we say Into the Light of the Sun, because everything is in all caps on this album, so it does feel a bit like he's shouting at you.
Notch in your belt, jagged white blood, Indian summer, in the next world, I'll wait for you, just like I did here, snow on the ground, bruise below my eye, if the party's over, stare into the darkness, lie across the mattress like it never happened. If the stairs are broken, light a Roman candle. If you feel like you were talking to the wall, I'm listening. Lover, you're gone.
So the album came out in Bella Union in the end. I remember he was like kind of looking for, I think it came out with Bella Union, did it? Am I right?
I
thought I saw that listed somewhere. But now I'm looking, it says Network Music Group, so I'm not sure. He kind of broke the fourth wall recently by like saying, I'm looking for a manager, come find me, which is something that never happens anymore. And it was like, oh, that's unusual.
So funny.
You have been listening to a preview of the Niler 9 podcast. To hear this episode in full, sign up to patreon.com/Niler 9.
Did you know 1 in 2 women wear the wrong foundation? Matching foundation is hard, but Il Maquillage makes it easy. Take the Power Match quiz to find a perfect match in seconds, customized to your unique skin tone, undertone, and coverage needs. With 600,000 5-star reviews, Woke Up Like This is our best-selling foundation for a reason. Available in 50 shades of weightless natural coverage. And with Try Before You Buy, you can try your full size at home for 14 days. Just pay shipping. Take the quiz at ilmaquillage.com/quiz. That's ILMAKIAGE.com/quiz.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states.
Thanks for listening to the 909 podcast. If you like what we do, why not consider supporting us at patreon.com/909.